Hey everyone, welcome to the vlog. It is a nice Sunday. It's the middle of the rainy season here in Tokyo, but we have a rare, mildly sunny Sunday and the weather is just perfect for exploring. I just had lunch at this beautiful cafe where I was the only customer and it was such a breath of fresh air, especially since I was in Shin-Okubo yesterday and it was crazy crowded. I hope this vlog can show you like little pockets of tranquility that you can find in Tokyo. And I also want to talk about some stuff that I've been thinking about lately. But before that, let me take you to an open air museum that I've been wanting to check out. Let's go see it. So I've been thinking a lot about the idea of protecting your energy. It's also in the book that I'm currently reading, which is The Artist's Way. And I don't know, sometimes conversations with people, even the ones that you do love, sometimes they tend to be draining because not at all times people will agree with you or with your point of view. I think most of us had this kind of experience where we talk to a friend and we're just like simply letting things out or like maybe sharing what you're thinking of recently. But somehow at the end of the conversation, you feel kind of smaller or your energy is drained because of how this person has responded to you. And sometimes it's not just in this like really big blow-ups. Maybe it's just this little things that you notice every now and then, that every time you try to talk about something, they kind of like downplay your dreams or kind of like belittle you in ways that are not so direct, but kind of make you feel a lot less genki than when you started talking to them. And then it leaves you feeling like, why do I always have this feeling that I have to walk on eggshells or have to hold back whenever I'm talking to them? And to be honest, lately I've been sitting with that question. And I've had this happen to me in both my creative endeavors. For example, somebody once told me like, I don't know why you put stuff online, people are just gonna steal it. And in the way I naturally am, like sometimes I get questions like, why are you so attentive to people or why do you care so much? And for me, it's just like, it's natural. It's not like I'm forcing it. It's just really who I am. If you tell me something, then I kind of remember it and just check in with people from time to time because that's just really who I am. And look, I'm someone who grew up in an abusive household, in a very, very dark environment where I actually had to kind of shove down that part of myself that care about others because I knew that doing so would just lead to so much pain and so much hurt because the people were just gonna take advantage of me. Which is probably why whenever I find something I really like about a person, I tend to hold on to that one particular thing because I feel like it's rare and I want to see that. And I know that people are made up of both good and bad, including me, but that doesn't mean that I'm naive if I want to look at that beautiful part only. It's just that when the good outweighs the bad, then that's good enough for me. And I don't know, I feel like I've spent a good amount of my life trying to bottle my emotions and stuff, so I don't really understand what's so bad about being in touch with your emotions. I'd rather be than just let them bottle up and explode. So here we are, and I don't know, but if you're experiencing something similar to mine, then just know this. Don't let other people snuff out your light. Be yourself, trust your instincts. It was incredibly hot earlier that my sweat was practically dripping on the tanzaku. But I am very happy that I finally got to write English.
어디서부터 참을 수 있을까? 벌어진 틈새를 채울 순 있을까? I don't know what to do. We've already spent so much time.
So, do you remember how last year I made this video about stationaries, and one of the services that I featured was one where you can write a letter to your future self and you can receive the letter 1 year later? I just got it the other day and I'm about to read it. ドキドキしてる。First we got a Polaroid and なんとなくだいぶ違う。And I got a postcard. This one, I colored it myself. Hi, Mizhelle. First things first, if you are reading this, that means you're alive. I'm glad. I knew I'd say that. Also, like, I'm having trouble reading my own handwriting. Right now, you are struggling with a lot of things health-wise. That is true. Me right now is doing my best, so I hope you're doing better. Much, much better. Yeah, I remember when I was writing this, I was so stressed out that I was actually having an eczema flare-up, but I don't have that anymore. Obviously, there's a lot of things that could be better. Like, I think my health was better 2 years ago, but yeah, I think you did great, past Mizhelle. Oh. This is too personal. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it in the video, but I don't know. I can't probably share this on YouTube. How can I make it? Ooh. So Mizhelle 1 year ago had given up on something, but she did write that there's a very small part of her that hopes that maybe it will be better. Yeah, girl, you have no idea what's in store for you. Okay, and then let's go to the last part. Lastly, whatever happens, don't forget that you come first. Oh, lastly, whatever happens, don't forget that you come first. You're worthy, you're loved, I believe in you. Oh, I didn't expect that. I've forgotten that I wrote this. I mean, this was from my previous self, but this is something that I struggle with every now and then, you know, with my history and everything. It's really hard to keep that self-worth intact because I'm someone who feels things really deeply, and sometimes, especially when like I'm struggling with PTSD, these are the things that go out of the window. And she was strong enough to write this, and it makes me want to work hard to keep that strength alive. なんかある程度これを書いたかなって思ってたんだけど、なんかまず生きてるのが嬉しいっていうのがなんか覚えてるんだけど、他はそこまで覚えてなくて、最後の部分が一番パンチがきたなって思って、なんか1年前の自分に今すごい感謝を感じてます。こんだけ頑張ってきたから今のミジェルも頑張りますっていうことになったのかな。It's a lot better than I expected. It's really worth doing. I really recommend it. And also, I think I'm cuter now.
自分褒める。な、ほんまな、what was I wearing really? Like, why did I choose this dress? Like, 妊婦みたいじゃん。
Hi, I'm back home, and this is my new turtle. I just got recently. It was like one of the things that was put in like free for all section of my company, and this turtle was looking at me, so I had no choice but to take it. Look, it's so cute. Kawaii sho. Kawaii sho. I did splurge quite a lot today. Like, I don't usually spend a lot. I mean, the cat cafe was like 2,500 yen, but I really enjoyed my time there because the cats were so affectionate and playful at the same time, like my favorite combination. Usually cat cafes in Japan, cats ignore you, you know, the usual cat personality, right? But there are probably two kinds of cafe where cats are really affectionate, and one is if you go to a Hogoneko cafe, which is what do you call it? Rescue cats cafe. And I guess it's just really part of the personality of Siberian cats. I mean, that's how it was explained during the introduction or the orientation before you actually go in and interact with the cats. Dakko ga ii, which is very rare for animal cafes as well. Like dakko as in like you get the cat and put it in your lap and stuff. But I think for that breed in particular, it was okay. So it was nice for a change. 多分あそこでもう一回行くと思う。なんかすごい楽しかったなと思った。So yeah, I did spend quite a bit today, but to be fair, I worked really, really hard last week. すんごいバタバタだった. But something that kind of occurred to me over the week is that I don't think I'm wrong at all with my view on people. And I don't think it's a weakness to actually like people, because yesterday I was in the company for just 2 hours, and I was actually trying to finish something before this meeting that I had set up with a higher up. And while I was there, like one of my colleagues just came to me and said, you know what? I had this hapyokai, this dance recital last Sunday, and he was so excited telling me about it. He's normally like always talking about work stuff and like what he wants to do in the company. But at that point, he was just like excitedly sharing his hobbies. And he was saying something like, 久しぶりに発表会やったから誰かと話したかったなって。あら、可愛いと思った。And then after that, because my company is in a WeWork, so there are other companies as well, this other acquaintance actually started talking to me, and the conversation got a little bit deeper. She was asking me something like, I don't know how to spend my time alone, and we were talking about it. So I ended up like scheduling a lunch with her next week so that we can talk a little bit more about it. If that's a topic that you guys are also interested in, that's something we can explore, because I do spend a lot of my time alone. I did tell that person like, 一人っ子で生まれたから、一人は割と強い。逆に一人の時間がないとイライラするっていうタイプなんで。And even after that, like while I went to the meeting, like of course we talked about important stuff and all that. A good portion of the meeting was also spent talking about random things, and the person that I was talking to had a field day, like teasing me about playing ukulele and stuff. Sometimes when I talk to that person, like the conversation just goes like everywhere for some reason. あいつ変だな。I was really tired because I was running on 3 hours of sleep, but I had a good time with just like 2 hours in the company. But I had important moments with people. They're not like the important conversations that you have with your close friends, but I still value them because they kind of add color to your day. I am an INFJ, and if you're familiar to the personality types, INFJs do not like fakeness. Is that the word for it? We can't really stand shallow connections. This is a part that I really understand with myself. And also sometimes people tell me that like conversations with me run deep for some reason. Obviously, you can go through your day just having like small talk, but having that one thing that makes the person a little bit more unique, or a detail that you remember about a person, that, oh, this person likes to dance, or this person likes Rauru from Snowman or something like that. It makes it a little bit more memorable. Obviously, your deep connections are just with a few people, and you're not going to have that with everyone. But at the very least, rather than just passing people by and just knowing them by name and like knowing something superficial, it's more fun to have an understanding of what kind of person they are outside of work. And it's not something that I should really feel bad about, because it's not like I'm forcing these connections. It's just that that's really who I am. I like getting to know people. I mean, you can't really say how long you're going to be with these people. A lot of the times, these people are just like passing chapters in your life. Isn't it kind of sad, like when you think about going through life and not really being seen for who you are? I mean, there's only like a few people that can really know you as deep as you want to be known. But at the very least, I want to say to these people that, hey, I see you and I think you're interesting. What's wrong with that? Really? And I guess I've been going on for quite a while talking about these things. I don't know if these ideas that I'm putting out are actually making sense. Maybe when I'm editing them, I'll be like, what the hell am I talking about? But that has been my week, and those are the things that have been in my mind recently. And this is where I'll end the vlog, and I hope you guys are having a great week, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!